believer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I took my shoes off at the door of my theology. Left behind the armor I was wearing religiously. There's a vulnerability in walking skin to ground. A barefoot believer feels every sacred sound. I used to think that faith required polish and protection, but you're inviting me to walk in raw connection. No barriers between my soul and holy dirt. A barefoot believer knows a healing when it hurts. Barefoot believer, feeling every stone, walking, I'm not alone. Every step is tender, every path is real. Barefoot believer, barefoot believer, learning how to feel. The ground is holy when I walk this way. Barefoot believer, trusting come what may. I'm touching earth like Moses at the burning bush discovered that sacred isn't sterile. It's the place where ground is uncovered. The calluses I'm building are the proof that I've been here. A barefoot believer isn't driven out by fear of getting hurt or dirty or exposed to what is true. I'm walking undefended straight into the heart of you. There's intimacy in being unshod and unashamed. A barefoot believer walks through fire and through rain. Barefoot believer, feeling every stone, walking unprotected. Every step is tender, every path is real. Barefoot believer, barefoot believer, learning how to feel. The ground is holy when I walk this way. Barefoot believer, trusting come what may. Ooh, I'm feeling everything unprotected, but I'm free. Ooh, the ground beneath my feet is holy, holy, speaks to me. Texture, every form, skin to soil, soul to soul. Walking barefoot makes me whole. Yeah, barefoot believer, feeling every stone, walking unprotected. Every step is tender, every path is real. Barefoot is real. Barefoot believer, learning how to feel. The ground is holy when I walk this way. Barefoot believer, trust it, trust it. Barefoot believer, trust it. Barefoot believer, trust it. Walking barefoot, barefoot believer, vulnerable, trust it. Believer, barefoot believer. Barefoot believer, oh. Often friction. Through friction, blisters and belief. My feet are covered in the blisters from the walking that I've done, but every bubble underneath the skin says I haven't quit a run. There's a testimony written in the places where it hurts. These blisters and belief are partners in the work. I used to think that faith should feel like comfort all the way, but now I know that sometimes trust creates the friction that will stay as evidence I'm moving forward even when it's hard. These blisters blisters and belief both leave their mark. Blisters and belief walking hand in hand, every painful step across this promised land. The friction doesn't mean I'm doing something wrong. Blisters and belief both make me strong. Pain and faith on opposites, they're proof I'm on the way. Blisters and belief, I'm trusting anyway. The blister forms from repetition, from the faithful showing up, from walking miles and miles with nothing but an empty cup to fill with hope and hold with hands that ache from holding on. These blisters and belief have carried me along. I'm not ashamed of where it hurts or places worn from use. The blisters are the evidence I didn't call a truce with giving up, but turning back when comfort called my name. These blisters and belief both stake their claim. Blisters and belief walking hand in hand, every painful step across this promised land. The friction doesn't mean I'm doing something wrong. Blisters and belief both make me strong. Pain and faith are opposites, they're proof I'm on the way. Blisters and belief, I'm trusting anyway. Every blister tells a story of the journey toward your glory. Friction makes the pearl, pain transforms my world. Yeah, I've walked these miles through tears and trials. Blistered, but believing. Start believing. Blisters, but believing. Never once was I leaving. Blisters and belief walking hand in hand, every painful step across this promised land. The friction doesn't mean I'm doing something wrong. Blisters and belief both make me strong. Pain and faith are opposites, they're proof I'm on the way. Blisters and belief, I'm trusting anyway. Trusting and believing. Trusting anyway. Trusting anyway. Blisters prove I've been walking. Belief proves I keep talking to you. Together they heal. Still standing, bruised heel, hallelujah. Yeah. My heel is purple blue from stepping where it hurt, but somehow in the bruising I discover sacred dirt. There's a hallelujah rising from the pain beneath my soul. A bruised heel, hallelujah, that is making me more whole. I'm praising through the limping, singing through the ache, finding that the injury didn't cause my faith to break. Instead it deepened worship, gave me skin in this game. This bruised heel, hallelujah, knows the Father's name. Bruised heel, hallelujah, praise from wounded feet. Every painful step becomes a song complete. I'm not waiting to be healed to lift my voice. Bruise, heal, hallelujah. Pain becomes my choice to worship anyway, to praise despite the cost. Bruise, heal, hallelujah. Nothing's lost here. There's theology in bruising that the comfortable won't know, a depth of adoration that only injured feet can show. I'm walking wounded into worship, limping to the throne. This bruised heel, hallelujah, is the truest I have known. You're not the quiet wholeness as admission to your grace, just the honest broken entrance of the ones who know their place is at your feet despite the pain. Oh, maybe because of it, this bruised heel, hallelujah, is my most authentic gift. Yeah. Bruised heel, hallelujah, praise from wounded feet. Every painful step becomes a song complete. I'm not waiting to be healed to lift my voice. Bruised heel, hallelujah. Pain becomes my choice to worship anyway, to praise despite the cost. Bruised heel, hallelujah. Nothing's lost. Ooh, purple blue praise rising from the wounded ways. Ooh, heel strike hurts but holy, bruised but never lowly. Yeah, every step costs something, but my praise will keep coming. Bruised but blessing. Hallelujah. Through the pressing. Bruised heel, hallelujah. Praise from wounded feet. Every painful step becomes a song complete. I'm not waiting to be healed to lift my voice. Bruised heel, hallelujah. Pain becomes my choice to worship anyway, to praise despite the cost. Bruised heel, hallelujah. Nothing's lost. Orphans settled in His praise right. I'll praise you with bruised heels, walking wounded. This is real. Purple blue praise, skin fuzzy. Built by friction, calluses of hope, yeah. I've been gripping on the promises so long, my hands have changed. What was tender skin is tougher now, the texture rearranged. These calluses of hope are proof I haven't let it go. Every friction with the waiting made my holding stronger though. I used to think that softness was the only way to trust, but you're teaching me that roughness comes from faithful holding up the weight of what I'm waiting for without releasing grip. These calluses of hope are on a journey, not a trip. Calluses of hope, built by holding on. Every rough spot tells me I've been strong. When the waiting rubs me raw, I don't let calluses of hope continue to grow. beauty in the hardness that comes from repetition, from gripping on a faith despite the friction and attrition. These calluses of hope are earned, not given overnight. Every blister that is hardened is a badge of faithful fight. I'm not ashamed of roughness or the places I've worn thick, from holding on to things unseen when easy was to quit. The calluses tell stories of the miles I've walked in trust. These calluses of hope are formed from ashes into dust. Calluses of hope, built by holding on. Every rough spot tells me I've been strong. When the waiting rubs me, don't let go. And calluses of hope continue to grow, toughened by the journey, tender at the core. Calluses of hope, I'm holding on for more. Ooh, I'm working at believing every callus is achieving. Ooh, rougher hands but stronger grip. These calluses won't let me slip. Yeah. I'm not smooth but I'm still here, built by friction through every year. Hope has toughened what was tender, and calloused hands won't surrender. Calluses of hope, built by holding on. Every rough spot tells me I've been strong. When the waiting rubs me raw, I let go. Calluses of hope continue to grow, toughened by the journey, tender at the core. Calluses of hope, I'm holding on for more. Holding all these hands won't quit. Of hope, stories told, built by waiting, strong and true. But a flame, candle wax confessions, yeah. I light a candle in the darkness, watch the wax begin to fall, like the truths I've been avoiding, dripping slowly down the wall. There's something about the flickering that makes it safe to speak. These candle wax confessions are the prayers I couldn't keep inside the polished version of the person that I show. But here beside this melting flame, I let the real me flow. The wax pools at the bottom, holding secrets that I've told. These candle wax confessions are worth more than gold. Candle wax confession, melting in your light. Every truth I've hidden, coming out tonight. In the flicker of the flame, I am seen. Candle wax confessions, finally clean, dripping down my honesty, layer after layer. Candle wax confessions, my truest prayer. Watching how the candle gives itself to make the glow, how it burns down to nothing just to let the light show. These candle wax confessions are the same kind of release, where I'm emptying my secrets and discovering my peace. You're not afraid of messy wax or truths that pull and spread. You're just hearing the candlelight, receiving what I've said. The flame keeps burning steady even when the wax runs down. These candle wax confessions are the safest place I've found. Candle wax confession, melting in your light. Every truth I've hidden, coming out tonight. In the flicker of the flame, I am seen. Candle wax confessions, finally clean, dripping down my honesty, layer after layer. Candle wax confessions, my truest prayer. There is healing. Every drip reveals my feeling. tells my story, burning down to glory. Yeah, let it melt, let it fall. You receive it all. Wax and truth pulling down in the candlelight. I'm fine, melting in your light. Every truth I've hidden coming out tonight in the flicker of the flame. I am seeing candle wax confessions finally clean, dripping down my honesty, layer after layer. Candle wax confessions, my truest prayer, my truest prayer by the flame. As the candle burns, truth remains. Candle wax confessions. In the melting, I am free. In the quiet, dim room devotions. Yeah, I turn the lights down to a whisper, let the shadows paint the walls. There's a sacred kind of seeing when the brightness softly falls. In this dim room, my devotions find a deeper place to land, where the twilight meets your presence, and I finally understand that you're not in the spotlight, not demanding center stage. You're here in the humble evening of this quiet, gentle page. My dim room devotions are the prayers I couldn't speak in the brightness of the daytime, where I'm trying not to seem weak. Dim room devotions, meeting you here in the shadows. Everything's clear when I soften all the brightness, you appear. Dim room devotions, drawing near. The dimmer the light, the brighter you shine. Dim room devotions, your presence divine. There's an intimacy in dimness that the glaring light obscures, a gentleness that darkness paradoxically ensures. You meet me in the lamplight, in the glow that's soft and warm. These dim room devotions are the shelter from the storm. I'm learning that the sacred doesn't need to be well lit. That mystery in twilight is where faith and wonder sit. In the corners of this room, where the shadows dance and play, my dim room devotions are the truest things I pray. Dim room devotion, meeting you here in the shadows. Everything's clear when I soften all the brightness, you appear. Dim room devotions, drawing near. The dimmer the light, the brighter you shine. Dim room devotions, your presence divine. In the dimness, you are clearer. Every shadow makes you nearer. Soft glow, high praise in the twilight of my days. I don't need the spotlight, just this lamp and your presence tonight. Dim but devoted, hushed but lifted. In the dimness, I gifted devotion. Meeting you here in the shadows. Everything's clear when I soften all the brightness. You appear. Dim room devotions, drawing near. The dimmer the light, the brighter you shine. Dim room devotions, your presence in the shadows. The lights soft and hushed, dim room devotions, where I know in the dimness you are close. Something shifted, finally feels like faith, yeah. I've been calling it belief, been naming it as trust, but something's changed inside of me. It's more than mental dust. It's dropped down from my head into the center of my chest. This finally feels like faith, not just a theological test. I used to hold my doctrine tight like armor made of proof, but now I'm holding on to you, and that's a different kind of truth. It's not the certainty I thought, it's softer and it's real. This finally feels like faith. It's something I can feel. It finally feels like faith, not just words I say. Something deep inside that's here to stay. Not performance or perfection, just connection, pure and true. Finally feels like faith resting into you. More than knowing, it's believing with my whole heart. Finally feels like faith. This is where I start. And I've been trying to convince myself by stacking up the facts, but faith is not a fortress built. It's learning to relax into arms I cannot see, but somehow still can't sense. This finally feels like faith. The evidence is less intense. It's quieter than certainty, more peaceful than the fight, to prove that I'm believing when belief becomes my sight. I'm not defending anymore, I'm simply dwelling here. This finally feels like faith. The doubt is disappearing. Finally feels like faith, not just words I say. Something deep inside that's here to stay. Not performance or perfection, just connection, pure and true. Finally feels like faith resting into you. More than knowing, it's believing with my whole heart. Finally feels like faith. This is where I start. It's not what I expected. Faith feels like coming home. No longer disconnected. In my bones I finally know. Yeah, it's rest, not striving. Peace, where I'm arriving. Head to heart, the journey's done. Faith has finally come now. Finally feels like faith, not just words I say. Something deep inside that's here to stay. Not performance or perfection, just connection, pure and true. Finally feels like faith resting into you. More than knowing, it's believing with my whole heart. Finally feels like faith. This is where I start. It's here, it's where it's mine. Fate has crossed the finish line. to my heart.
Where I've been bound, kneecaps no story. My kneecaps have been witness to the nights I couldn't stand, when gravity pulled me downward and I landed in your hands. They know the floors I've prayed on, every carpet, wood and stone. My kneecaps know the story of the times I've been undone. There's history in the bending, in the posture of the poor. My knees have hit more surfaces than pride could keep a score. They bear the weight of worship when my legs could bear no more. My kneecaps know the story, they've been keeping it before. Kneecaps know the story of every time I fell, every desperate prayer, every crying out for help. They've touched 1,000 floors in surrender and in pain. Kneecaps know the story, they remember every name of the battles fought on bended knee. Kneecaps know the story nobody else can see. There's theology in kneeling that the proud will never learn, a doctrine written in the joints of those who wait and yearn. My kneecaps are historians of moments no one saw, when I was too weak to stand, but still showed up to draw. Near to you in postures that humility requires. My knees have bent in bedrooms, bathroom towels, and beside fires. They've carried me through seasons when surrender was survival. My kneecaps know the story of every prayer revival. Kneecaps know the story of every time I fell, every desperate prayer, every cry crying out for help. They've touched 1,000 floors in surrender and in pain. Kneecaps know the story, they remember every name of the battles fought on bended knee. Kneecaps know the story nobody else can see. My knees remember what my mind forgets, every floor where desperation met. Ooh, the posture of the broken, my kneecaps hold what's spoken. Yeah, they've been to the altar, through every doubt and falter, bent but never broken. So symbolic, yeah. Kneecaps know the story. Kneecaps know the story. Every crying out for help, they touched 1,000 floors in surrender and in pain. Kneecaps know the story, of the battles fought on bended knee. Yeah. Nobody else can see, nobody else can see but you. My knees will tell the tale of surrender that prevailed, every floor, every prayer.
I bring my prayers to the window when the world has gone to sleep, when the moonlight paints the room in silver promises you keep. There's something sacred in the nighttime, in the quiet after dark, where my moonlit petitions become whispers to your heart. No one's watching, no one's judging, just the moon and me and you. And the honesty that darkness somehow makes it easier to choose. I'm laying down my burdens underneath the pale moon's glow. These moonlit petitions carry things I couldn't say in daylight show. Moonlit petitions rising to the sky, every secret prayer beneath the night. In the silver glow, I'm not alone. Moonlit petitions, you hear my tone when the world sleeps. My soul speaks. Moonlit petitions, intimacy. There's a tenderness in midnight that the morning doesn't hold, where my questions find their courage and my fears become more bold. You meet me in the moonbeams, in the quiet of my room. These moonlit petitions bloom like flowers underneath the moon. I'm telling you the truth that I've been hiding in the day, the doubts and all the longings that I didn't know to say. But here beneath the starlight, with the moon as my witness, these moonlit petitions are my most authentic business. Moonlit petitions rising to the sky, every secret prayer beneath the night. In the silver glow, I'm not alone. Moonlit petitions, you hear my tone when the world sleeps. My soul speaks. Moonlit petitions, intimacy. In the moonlight I am honest. Every prayer beneath the stars. Nighttime brings me closest to who you say you are. Yeah. Silver light, silver prayers, you're here in the midnight air. Moon is witness to my heart. Moonlit petitions, where we start. Moonlit petitions rising to the sky, every secret prayer beneath the night. In the silver glow, I'm not alone. Moonlit petitions, you hear my tone when the world sleeps. My soul speaks. Moonlit petitions, intimacy. As the moon fades, prayers remain. Moonlit petitions, calling your name. In the night, you heard it all.
Holding on through the night. Morning will remember, yeah. The darkness feels eternal when I'm crying through the hours, but I'm clinging to the promise that the dawn still holds its power. Morning will remember every tear I've cried tonight. It will carry all my sorrow into something warm and bright. I'm trusting in the turning of the earth beneath my feet, that even when I cannot see, the sunrise still will meet every broken-hearted moment with a mercy fresh and new. Morning will remember, and it's faithful, it is true. Morning will remember what the night tried to erase.
Every prayer I whispered in this dark and lonely place. Weeping may endure, but joy is coming with the dawn. Morning will remember, hope will carry on. The night is not forever, light is on its way. Morning will remember, bringing a new day. I'm watching out the window for the first hints of the glow that promise me that darkness has an ending that I know. Morning will remember I was here, I didn't quit, that I held on through the midnight even when I wanted to submit to giving up, to letting go, to thinking this won't pass. But morning is a witness to the way that faithfulness will last. I'm anchored to the rhythm that the sun will rise again. Morning will remember, it's not a question of if but when. Morning will remember what the night tried to erase. Every prayer I whispered in this dark and lonely place. Oh, we may endure, but joy is coming with the dawn. Morning will remember, hope will carry on. The night is not forever, light is on its way. Morning will remember, bringing a new day. Ooh, the darkness doesn't win. Morning breaks again. Ooh, faithful as the stars, healing every scar, yeah. I can almost see it, the light. We remember this night. Every tear will turn to praise. Morning ends this fate. Morning will remember what the night tried to erase. Every prayer I whispered in this dark and lonely place. Weeping may endure, but joy is coming with the dawn. Morning will remember, hope will carry on. The night is not forever, light is on its way. Morning will remember, bringing a new day. I believe, I can see it, I can see it breaking through. Morning remember and made me new. The darkness be relieved. Where the wound kept closed, yeah. Sacred scar tissue, yeah. I'm tracing all the places where the breaking tried to end me, but the healing left a story that my fingers now befriend. See, the sacred scar tissue is the proof I didn't die. It's the evidence of mercy written on my body's reply. I used to hide the remnants of the pain I've been through, but now I see these scars as places where your light shines through. The tissue that replaced the wound is stronger than before. This sacred scar tissue is worth more than I was looking for. Sacred scar tissue, holy and healed. Every mark tells a story that time has revealed. Not erased but transformed, tender and true. Sacred scar tissue, testimony of you. Where I was broken, now I'm whole in a different way. Sacred scar tissue reminds me every day. There's beauty in the texture that is different from the rest. The scar tissue is sacred, it's a badge upon my chest of battles I've survived and wounds that try to take me down. But healing made me different, gave me consecrated ground. I'm not ashamed of scars or places where I'm not the same. The tissue tells the truth that I'm alive despite the pain. You didn't just close up the wound, you made it something more. This sacred scar tissue is what the healing was for. Sacred scar tissue, holy and healed. Every mark tells a story that time has revealed. Not erased but transformed, tender and true. Sacred scar tissue, testimony of you. Where I was broken, now I'm whole in a different way. Sacred scar tissue reminds me every day. Ooh, I wear my scars like jewelry. Everyone tells of recovery. Ooh, sacred marks of surviving. The tissue proves I'm still thriving. Scars don't mean I'm damaged, they mean I've been managed by healing hands divine. Sacred, sacred, sacred scars are mine. Sacred scar tissue, holy and healed. Every mark tells a story that time has revealed. Not erased but transformed, tender and true. Sacred scar tissue, testimony of you. Where I was broken, now I'm whole in a different way. Sacred scar tissue reminds me every day. Reminds me I survived. My scars are sacred now, testimony written on my skin somehow. Where I was wounded, now I'm marked by grace. In the dark, shadows learning to dance, I used to fear the darker parts, the places where the light won't reach. But you're teaching all my shadows how to move, how to believe that even in the spaces where I'm broken, bent and bruised, there's a rhythm in redemption. There's a grace I didn't choose. My shadows aren't my enemies, they're partners in the light, learning choreography from everything that's been made right. You're leading in the darkness, showing shadows how to sway. These shadows learning to dance, are finding their own way. Shadows learning to dance in your light. Every dark place moving, coming alive. What I thought was shameful, you're making beautiful. Shadows learning to dance, it's a miracle. In the contrast of your grace, even darkness finds its place. Shadows learning to dance with faith. There's beauty in the silhouette, in the outline of my pain. You're not erasing all my shadows, you're teaching them to entertain the possibility that darkness serves a purpose in your plan. The shadows learning to dance, a part of who I am. I'm not afraid of edges anymore. Where light and shadow meet, that's where the most profound redemption makes the rhythm complete. You're not asking me to hide the parts that live in gray. These shadows learning to dance have something true to say. Shadows learning to dance in your light. Every dark place moving, coming alive. What I thought was shameful, you're making beautiful. Shadows learning to dance, it's a miracle. In the contrast of your grace, even darkness finds its place. Shadows learning to dance with faith. Ooh, in the shadow play, there's beauty on display. Ooh, darkness doesn't need defeat, it's just learning your beat. Yeah, shadow and light together they move, creating depth in your groove. Nothing wasted, everything redeemed. Even shadows are seen. Shadows learning to dance in your light. Every dark place moving, coming alive. What I thought was shameful, you're making beautiful. Shadows learning to dance, it's a miracle. In the contrast of your grace, even darkness finds its place. Shadows learning to dance with faith. Fly free from the pain. The shadows aren't afraid anymore, learning to dance across the floor. In your light they're free to move.
Still here, soul survivor fate. Yeah. I'm the only one still standing from the battles that I face. My faith survived the carnage when so much was laid to waste. Like Elijah in the cave, thinking I'm alone, but this soul survivor faith is carved into my bones. I watched my certainties crumble, seen my doctrines fall away, but something deeper than my knowing chose to live another day. It's not the faith I started with, it's leaner, it's more true. This soul survivor faith is all that made it through. Soul survivor faith, the last one standing here. Everything else fell away, but this remains so clear. Stripped down to essentials, burned away the rest. Soul survivor faith faith carried me this way. There's a purity in what remains when everything is burned. A simple trust that can't be taught, it has to be earned. Through fire and through flooding, through the dismantling of all, this soul survivor faith refused to fall. Not holding on to anything that doesn't hold me back. The faith that made it through the wreckage keeps me on the track. It's solitary, it's essential, it's the core of who I am. And soul survivor faith understands the plan. The last one standing here, everything else fell away, but this remains so clear. Stripped down to essentials, burned away the rest. Soul survivor faith is what survived the test. Not the faith I chose, but what chose to stay. Soul survivor faith carried me this way. Ooh, standing in the rubble. Ooh, only faith that wouldn't crumble. Ooh, soul survivor, still believing when all else was leaving. Yeah, I'm still here, faith intact. Everything else didn't make it back. What survived is what's real. Soul survivor faith, the last one standing here. Everything else fell away, but this remains so clear. Stripped down to essentials, burned away the rest. Soul survivor faith is what survived the test. Not the faith I chose, but what chose to stay. Soul survivor faith carried me this way. Still standing, still standing. Faith survived. Everything burned, but I'm alive. Soul survivor, faith remains. Through the night, stay awake with me, yeah. The world's asleep, but I'm still here beneath the weight of what I feel, wrestling with the questions that the daylight helps conceal. I'm asking you to stay awake with me through hours dark and long, to sit here in the insomnia and turn it into song, like the garden where they couldn't keep their eyes from closing down. I need you in my Gethsemane, and not leave me alone. Stay awake with me, I'm asking in the silence of the night. Stay awake with me, your presence is the only thing that's right. Stay awake with me, don't ever miss this alone. In the darkest hours, be my cornerstone. When sleep won't come and peace feels far away, stay awake with me until the break of day. I just need to know you're here, keeping watch with me. Stay awake with me, that's all I need. There's a loneliness in midnight that the morning doesn't know, where every fear feels amplified and every hurt can grow. But you're the one who never sleeps, who keeps the stars in place, who stays awake with broken hearts and meets them face to face. I'm not asking you to fix it all or make the morning come. Just stay awake with me right here until this night is done. Yeah.
You're keeping watch through my darkest skies. Awake with me, holding me together through this night and forever. Stay awake with me, don't let me face this alone. The darkest hours be my cornerstone. When sleep won't come and peace feels far away. Stay awake with me until the break of day. I just need to know you're here, keeping watch with me. Stay awake with me, that's all I need. As the darkness fades, you stay through the night, keeping watch, never stray. You stayed away with me.
Finding my way, stumbling into praise, yeah. I didn't walk here gracefully, I tripped into your arms. My entrance wasn't elegant, I'm covered in alarms of near misses and mistakes that led me to this place. I'm stumbling under praise, finding undeserved grace. I thought worship required composure and control, but I'm learning that you welcome those who barely made the goal, who didn't glide here smoothly, but who fell into your door. I'm stumbling into praise, and you're not keeping score. Stumbling into praise, unsteady but sincere. Every misstep led me closer, brought me here. I didn't arrive polished, I arrived alive. Stumbling into praise, grateful I survived. The journey wasn't pretty, but the destination's real. Stumbling into praise is how I've learned to feel. There's honesty in stumbling that perfection never shows, a vulnerability that only the off-balance knows. I'm praising through the wobble, through the catching of my breath. Stumbling into praises save me from myself to death. You're not requiring choreography or steps that are precise, just the messy authenticity of those who paid the price of getting here at all, despite the obstacles and falls. I'm stumbling into praise through broken down walls. Oh, stumbling into praise, unsteady but sincere. Every misstep led me closer, brought me here. I didn't arrive polished, I arrived alive. Stumbling into praise, grateful I survived. The journey wasn't pretty, but the destination's real. Stumbling into praise is how I've learned to feel. I'm tripping into glory. Every stumble tells my story. Grace catches the falling. My stumbling is my calling. Yeah, I didn't walk, I fell, but you caught me just as well. Stumbling is my testimony. Imperfect, but I'm free. Stumbling into praise, unsteady but sincere. Every misstep led me closer,
pretty, but the destination's real. Stumbling into praises, how I've learned to feel, how I've learned to feel. Stumbling home, stumbling home, stumbling home, I stumbled all the way, but I'm here and I will stay. Imperfect arrival, perfect praise. Of a rhythm ahead, tempo of tomorrow, yeah. I don't know the rhythm that tomorrow's gonna bring, but I'm learning to trust the conductor of everything. The tempo might be faster or it might be slow and still, but I'm dancing to the beat of your mysterious will. I used to need the measurement before I take a step, but you're teaching me that faith is keeping time with what comes next. The tempo of tomorrow isn't mine to orchestrate. I'm just following your rhythm, learning how to syncopate. Tempo of tomorrow, I don't need to know. Trusting in the rhythm as the music flows. You're the timekeeper, setting every pace. Tempo of tomorrow, moving by your grace. Fast or slow, I'll go with what you compose. Tempo of tomorrow, wherever it goes. There's a freedom in surrendering the metronome I've held, letting you conduct the symphony my anxious heart is spelled. The tempo of tomorrow might be nothing like today, but you're constant in the changing. You're the theme in every phrase. I'm releasing my demand to know the speed before it starts. Learning that the tempo changes, but you never leave my heart. Whether allegro or adagio, I'm safe within your song. The tempo of tomorrow is exactly where I belong. Tempo of tomorrow, I don't need to know. Trusting in the rhythm as the music flows. You're the timekeeper, setting every pace. Tempo of tomorrow, moving by your grace. Fast or slow, I'll go with what you compose. Tempo of tomorrow, wherever it goes. Ooh, you set the timing, I just follow every beat of my tomorrow. Ooh, your rhythm is my anchor through the tempo changes. I won't waver. Yeah, fast or slow, I'm in your flow. Whatever tempo you will show, I trust the rhythm that you write.
heart's rhythm, conducted by the tempo of tomorrow. In your hands, tempo of tomorrow. In your hands. Stepping softly. Tender-footed trust. Yeah. My feet are tender from the stones I've walked across before, but I'm still moving forward even though each step is sore. There's a gentleness required when the path has left you raw. This tender-footed trust is learning how to walk in awe of every surface that receives my vulnerable stride, of ground that holds me gently when I have no place to hide. My tender feet remind me I'm dependent on your grace. This tender-footed trust takes things at a slower pace. Tender-footed trust, walking soft and slow. Every careful step, letting healing grow. I don't need to rush when my feet are learning how to move. When my feet are learning. Tender-footed trust, trusting here and now. Gentle with my journey, patient with my pace. Tender-footed trust, moving by your grace. I used to storm ahead with confidence and speed, but tender feet have taught me what my spirit really needs is careful contemplation of each step before I place my weight upon the promise that you'll meet me in this space. This tender-footed trust is not a weakness, it's a strength of knowing my own limits and accepting the full length of healing that I need before I run into your plans. This tender-footed trust puts healing in your hands. Tender-footed trust, walking soft and slow. Every careful step, letting healing. I don't need to rush when my feet are learning how. When my feet are learning. Tender-footed trust, trusting here and now. Patient with my pain. Tender-footed trust, moving by your grace. Ooh, soft steps forward still, moving at your gentle will. Ooh, tender but not stopping, healing while I'm walking. Yeah, I'm moving, just not fast. Letting healing truly last. Tender-footed, but I'm going. Stress is showing through the slowing. Tender-footed trust, walking soft and slow. Every careful step, letting healing grow. I don't need to rush when my feet are learning how. When my feet are learning how. Tender-footed trust, trusting here and now. Gentle with my journey, patient with my pain. Tender-footed trust, moving by your grace. I walk tenderly and true. Soft-footed trust, leading me to you. Tender feet, still moving forward. Breathing out alongside home, yeah. I've been holding my breath for so long, didn't know I could release.
carrying tension in my shoulders like a burden seeking peace. But you're inviting me to exhale, to let go of what I've held. The long side home is the surrender that my body's always felt. I'm learning that arriving isn't just a place I go, it's the exhale of my striving. It's the letting tension flow, like coming through the front door after years out in the cold. The long side home is the relief my soul has always known. The long side home, breathing out at last, releasing all the weight of holding to the past. In your presence I can finally let it go. The long side home, this is where I know every exhale is an entry coming back to you. The long side home, breathing through. There's a safety in your presence that my nervous system feels, where the long side home becomes the most authentic kind of real. I don't have to keep performing or pretend that I'm okay. The exhale of my honest is the prayer I need to pray. You're not asking me to hold it all together anymore. The long side home is what I've been holding out for. In the breathing out, breathing in the truth that I am yours. The long side home unlocks every door. The long side home, breathing out at last, releasing all the weight of holding to the past. In your presence I can finally let it go. The long side home, this is where I know every exhale is an entry coming back to you. The long side home, breathing through. Breathing out the burden, every sigh is coming home. Ooh, and the exhale, exhaling to the place I've always known. Yeah, let it out, let it fall. You're receiving it all. The sigh becomes my arrival. The sigh becomes my quality. I've come back, the long side home, breathing out at last, releasing all the weight of holding to the past. In your presence I can finally let it go. The long side home, the long side home, this is where I know every exhale is an entry coming back to you. The long side home, breathing through, breathing out through. I'm home, I'm home now, breathing free. The long side home, receiving me. In the breathing out, I've arrived.
Still amazed, walking wounded wonder. Yeah. I'm carrying my injuries like badges on my chest, but somehow in the hurting I've discovered you're the best at taking what is broken and creating something more. A walking wounded wonder, stumbling through your door. I'm bleeding and believing simultaneously. It seems that my wounds don't diminish all the beauty that I've seen. There's wonder in the walking, even when the walk is hard. This walking wounded wonder bears a consecrated scar. Walking wounded wonder, praise through the pain. Every step I take in all, despite the strain. I'm hurt, but I'm in awe of how you hold me still. Walking wounded wonder, bending to your will. The injury and majesty coexist in me. Walking wounded wonder, finally I see. I thought that I had to choose between the wound and the amazement, but you're showing me they're partners in this sacred displacement of my self-sufficiency with dependent adoration. This walking wounded wonder is my purest revelation. I'm limping into glory, bleeding into praise, finding that my weakness magnifies your ways. The wound becomes a window where your wonder can shine through. This walking wounded wonder sees more clearly now of you. Walking wonder, wonder, praise through the pain. Every step I take in all, despite the strain. Despite the strain, I'm in awe of how you hold me still. Walking wounded wonder, bending to your will. The injury and majesty coexist in me. Walking wounded wonder, finally I see. I'm hurt and I'm amazed. Both are true in different ways. Wonder doesn't wait for healing. It rises from the wounded feeling. Yeah, I'm broken, but in awe of your glory that I saw. Through the cracks, light gets in. Walking wounded, wonder within. Walking wounded, wonder, praise through the pain. Every step I take in awe, despite the strain. I'm hurt, but I'm in awe of how you hold me still. Walking wounded, wonder, bending to your will. The injury and majesty coexist in me. Walking wounded, wonder, finally I see. Finally torn asunder, hurt and holy, pain and praise. Still moving forward, worshiping the limp. Yeah, I'm walking with a favor towards the pain that won't quite heal. But something in this limping makes my worship more than real. Like Jacob at the Jabbok when the wrestling left its mark. I'm praising in the injury, I'm singing in the dark. My gait is uneven, but my heart has never been more sure that worship in the limp is what the wounded are made for. I'm not waiting to be fixed before I lift my voice to sing. This limp has made me honest, taught me how to lean on everything. Worship in the limp, praise with wounded stride. Every uneven step filled with holy pride. Not despite the injury, but because of it. Worship in the limp, this is where I sit. In the space between the healing and the hurt. Worship in the limp is my most sacred work. There's power in the weakness that the strong will never know. The glory in the stumbling that only limpers show. I'm learning that my brokenness is not a disqualification, but the very thing that makes my praise a pure and raw oblation. You're not waiting for me perfect, you're receiving me right here with my unsteady
pride, not despite the injury, but because of it. Worshiping the limp, this is where I sit, in the space between the healing and the hurt. Worshiping the limp is my most sacred work. I'm wounded, but I'm walking. Every limp is my declaration. Blessed by the breaking. My weakness is my consecration. I'll praise you from this place, limping into your embrace. Jacob walked away.